Hi. I guess I got angry enough to make a video today. I was on Propagate This Light channel. He was having live stream and I was chatting with some people in the chat. So I've been on timeout twice. And after that, it's just like, oh my god, I cannot waste my energy on idiots anymore. So I was watching video about Argentina, how people actually getting this magic juice forcefully. They're actually catching that poor man on the roof of the building, and it's a whole bunch of them, including police, medical personnel, and probably even military. And they're catching him and they forcefully getting him magic juice. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So Mandela Mile was pretty much saying that people who have magic juice cannot escape the matrix, and I sort of disagree with that. It's you can change our DNA, but you cannot kill our souls. And when measures like that taken, like when it's become forced and mandatory, I mean, what can you do? How much you're gonna be able to do? Another thing, it's remember this event 201 what caused pandemic. So as right now in play, it's different scenario. It was discussed in economic forum, and it was already military and National Guard exercises about that also. And it's pretty much, if you look it up, it's not going to be on YouTube most likely. It's called Cyber Polygon. It's a scenario where is the electrical grid of the country being taken down by the cyber attack. Our military having these exercises for the past 5 years, and this year on economical forum it's been specifically talked about that, and the computer simulation been run for the military personnel and National Guard regarding this scenario. And it's also, how it's usually done when rich people basically did not get COVID and did not die. So it's going to be same thing over here. So if they taking out the grid of the country, electrical grid of the country, that means something else is already in play for them to be okay. That means they're going to be able to use something else to power up their cars and power up their houses and power up their systems. And guess what? Apparently the Skynet, which been deployed in June of this year, able to do stuff like that. You actually, people in the know gonna be able to power up their cars, so they do not need gas stations. They're gonna be able to power up their houses. It's pretty much the transformer getting electricity straight from the Skynet. So if they're gonna play out this scenario, it's gonna be rough for everyone. Even for people who are prepared, it's gonna be rough because we are dependent on electricity. And imagine when electricity is off, that means internet is off, you cannot use gas stations, water stop running. Just imagine this scenario and get prepared, I guess, also Bill Gates in one of his posts, he posted a picture where he is saying summer 2021, and his ugly face, and after that's reading, and he holding 5 books. One of the books called Lights Out. Light Out's pretty much a book about electrical grid for the country being shut down by CME. But like I already said, the cheaters are always cheaters, and they already have their contingency plan in place. This way they're not gonna be suffering, only us. Okay, so when I was discussing certain topics on Propagate This Light channel, they put me on timeout twice, and pretty much mentioned that I cannot discuss topics like that. I mean, it's just beyond stupid. It's just beyond stupid. I would actually call this evil. It's straight up evil. Somebody who was stopping me from discussing those topics for people who needs to know and needs to be prepared. I mean, how you can talk about escaping the matrix and stuff like that? We all still in a possessions of those physical bodies. We all eat and shit. So when you're going to be put in a situation where you have no food and no water and no electricity, how are you going to sing then? So just please, everyone who's listening, please prepare, because even if they're not going to play out this scenario right now, I think it's nice to have food, storage of food and water. And what's happening in Cuba today, pretty much they have riots because the media saying it's because they want to get rid of the communism party. Regular people do not care who is in power. They only go on the street when something is really, really wrong. And right now they have 500% inflation plus shortages of food. So people are hungry. That's what takes them to the streets. And pretty much same thing gonna happen over here because of the heat waves, and the old crops is pretty much dry out before they were able to develop grains. It's gonna be tough this autumn. The water dry out on the west coast. It just wherever it's coming, it's gonna be not a joke. And even if it's for miracle it's not gonna happen and it's gonna avoid us, it's still nice to have stuff in hands, you know. It's just well, for everyone who is listening, please get food, storage of food. Think upfront what you're gonna do if electricity out, how you're gonna be managing everything, how far away is your water supplies, do you have a water filter, do you have some kind of stuff to cook your food with. And just well, like I said, pretty much there is no stupid people who become immortal. So I'm pretty much talking to people who able to think and able to protect themselves. So let's just do it. And if it's not gonna happen, what you're gonna lose? Thank you for listening. That is it for today.